Roman Catholic Church is the largest Christian church, with over 1.3 billion members worldwide. Here in Corpus Christi, 1 out of every 3 people who claim a religion attend a church under the Diocese of Corpus Christi. And while so much good can happen behind these doors, there's also a dark side. Since 2002, when the Boston Globe's bombshell investigation exposed sexual abuse of children by priests, numerous survivors have come forward. There's a documented history of bishops, archbishops, and even popes who failed to address and even hide sexual misconduct with children. We found the Diocese of Corpus Christi was not absolved of this sin. Cases like these may have happened years ago, but the hunt for answers continues to this day.
It wasn't just 1 or 2 priests. It wasn't just 1 or 2 dioceses. This was the culture system-wide across the country.
Robert Pastor, an attorney in Arizona who represents survivors of sexual abuse by priests, is involved in 8 different ongoing suits against the Diocese of Corpus Christi alone. Pastor is also a member of the Catholic Church.
The Diocese of Corpus Christi and other dioceses like it are trying to protect. They do not want people to realize that we knew about this information, and instead of protecting the child, we protected the brother priest.
Our team routinely scours court documents, and those involving the Diocese of Corpus Christi are often hidden from the public. But our team was able to find 4 settled and 12 pending lawsuits against the diocese, some dating back to 2010, in which the Diocese of Corpus Christi is alleged to have not acted or not done enough in cases where priests allegedly abused children. And in almost each and every one of these cases, we were unable to gain access to the documents. But because of an error in the sealing of some of the court records, we were able to see for the very first time exactly how the church handled sexual allegations. And one of these cases involved Father Hugh Clark. Clark was a pastor here in Corpus Christi, as well as an associate pastor right here at Christ the King Church. Records indicate that he would preach to his flock at one moment, while the next would involve drugs, alcohol, brothel visits, and even sexual abuse amongst children. Even worse, though, is that the church had documented evidence of his sins. Documents revealed the church did do something in 1985 after Father Clark was caught taking 3 young boys to Mexico to drink and get high. At the time, Clark was the moderator of youth for the Corpus Christi Deanery. The documents further revealed that the church sent Clark to a, quote, rest, renewal, and recreation facility. He also saw a clinical psychologist who diagnosed the father with psychosexual disorder and pedophilia. After 42 days of treatment in 1985, the church documents confirmed the pastor then returned to his duties without the supervision and treatment recommended by the psychologist, and 4 years later, promoted to Monsignor, retiring in 1996.
How can you sacrifice this child for this predator? And what we see in Father Clark's file, as we've seen in hundreds of other files on priests, is that they routinely protected the priest over protecting the child.
In 2011, documents show the diocese paid $1.2 million to settle a case involving Clark's actions and the church's inaction. The settlement was supposed to have sealed these documents from public view.
They want people to stop speaking up. They want people to stop raising these issues, and they don't want to be held accountable. And that's disgusting.
Stories like Father Clark's are not isolated. A few years back, we told you about Father Stephen Doherty. In March of 2018, he was sentenced to 60 years in prison for the rape of a 13-year-old girl. Her family saying their lives have been forever altered.
Our whole lives have been destroyed ever since then. And nothing will ever be the same.
Now, these were just 2 examples from documents we were able to get a hold of, but how many more are there? Well, these documents contain priests' previous activities and are in what's called a secret archive held by the church, only accessible by a court order. The Code of Canon Law 489 outlines the rules that the church has in place to organize and govern itself. It required each diocese to have these secret files. But these secret archives may actually be incomplete, as canon law also states every year they're to be reviewed, and where the perpetrator has died or 10 years have passed, these documents are to be destroyed, with only a brief summary of the documents to be kept. And experts like Patty Koo with the Survivors Network of those abused by priests say that destroying these documents could be getting rid of evidence for future cases.
The sealed documents, there's still a lot more that we don't know.
The diocese, which originally told us they do not use secret archives anymore, later admitted they do indeed maintain files in accordance with Canon Law 489, but just called it by another name.
Bishops will fight tooth and nail to prevent the discovery of these records, and then once they're found, to prevent access to these records.
In 2019, Bishop Michael Mulvey and the Diocese of Corpus Christi released a list naming 26 clergy members from 1950 to 2016 who had credible claims of sexual abuse with minors, which include Father Doherty and Monsignor Clark.
I just want to the entire community, say that this is a very difficult moment for us, and I ask everyone's forgiveness if you've been scandalized in any way.
In a statement to 6 Investigates, a spokesperson for the diocese says releasing this list was to be transparent about the past and help begin healing. But some survivors' advocates say that these measures are not enough, and access to these secret archives on these priests should be made available.
Shame on the bishop for trying to keep this secret when in another breath and in another public statement, he says he wants truth and transparency. This isn't just a witch hunt against the Catholic Church. In fact, it's not. It's a quest for truth. It's a quest for justice. And if they truly want to bring healing, and if they want people to place their trust back in the church, then show us what you've been hiding. Because until you do that, Catholics and non-Catholics are not going to trust you.